Hello? 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 Anybody home? Yes, no? Maybe? Don't know? Question? Hello? Hello? I forgot to turn off the goddamn... Hello? You're doing stuff and things and things and stuff and stuff and stuff and stuff and things. Okay, I think we only get to do Dawn Trail society quests today. I think. Hello. Also think my yeah, the coffee alert has crashed. So that doesn't work. Don't tell Roven. Okay? One of the best dressed nerds fucking ever. Always incredible. Yeah, okay. So it doesn't actually matter which order we do these in today. Oh yeah, I'm back in my normal getup because I was super annoyed. I was trying to do the thing with the new gear that I picked up, and it was not doing stuff. Okay, so we have to do these. I believe we don't have to finish them. I think we just have to pick them up. I am not sure about that, so like, don't quote me on that. Y'all ready to get up at fucking 2 a.m. to not lose your streaks? Because that's the thing that's happening. We're getting up. We're getting up early Saturday. I hate it because I might not get to sleep at all. Because I don't know, temperatures are coming down, so I've been feeling a lot better. Which means that I have a lot more energy, which means that I'm not sleeping. Yeah, I know. An incredible decision on my body's part. So we might be just as cooked every single one of us. I've like barely slept now. I have no idea what's happening. Like something feels off. Either that or I'm being rewarded for all my working out and trying to improve. Okay, I think these need to be finished. I'm not sure. I don't... it might not matter. I need to deliver 2. Oh, right. This is a door. This is not a transitional area. Well, it is, but... Farfar is eager to share news of recent progress. It is always good to see you at shelter. You will be pleased to hear I have finished reading Dartorgor's Living Sepulchre. And it was just as illuminating as we had hoped. There are more good tidings as well. Bueller? No? Bueller? Bueller? No. Spread word of our work through Lars Echo, and another Yoko has joined us, ready and eager to contribute. Brought with him a stone golem, which our people used in ancient times to build the very settlement that stretches below us. I am unfamiliar with their workings myself, but I know that long ago some among us could bend stone to their will. Here the golems can work without tiring, making them perfect beasts of burden. For despite our strength, even the Yokoi require rest. But with the golem at our disposal, we could make progress towards our goal day and night. You want to see it in action, yes? Would be happy to show you, but it is ancient and must be tested thoroughly before we set it to work. For now, allow me to show you the sepulchre and share with you what I learned about the pact. Come with me, will you? Yes. Back up the mountain we go. That was a big mountain. Also kind of disappointed that we can't get up here from, like, down there directly. Once I found the threads connecting the glyphs on the sepulchre to those on the nearby pillars, I was able to piece their stories together. They told of Darth Torgor's life here and, of course, the Pact. Yes. Apparently, the close bond that Darth Torgor's forebears came to share with the spirits was formed almost entirely by chance. You see, the Yokoi living here drank a corn liquor called what in the fuck? Kirkarier. Maybe. I don't know. To warm their bodies against the cold. One particularly frigid day, they noticed the spirits lingering about near where the liquor was stored, as if drawn by the scent of the drink. Thus the Yokoi made their first offering, curious as to what would happen. The once temperamental spirits became placid, almost at once friendly even. So they're alcoholics. In fact, they started visiting often, regaling the Yokoi with their strange games and charming antics. Eventually, the altar was built and the pact was performed to serve the spirits their favorite libation. Over generations, their bond deepened. Oh, I thought there was more to that sentence because of the fucking triple dots. But each generation of Yokoi numbered fewer than the last. Tartarga saw her family depart one by one until only she remained. Even so, she was not lonely. Her parents lived on in her memory, and the spirits were by her side. Tartargar's sepulchre contained vivid scenes of her frolicking in the snow with the spirits. Of them gazing upon up at the moonlit sky together. Y'all. One passage was dedicated to the time she and the spirits saw the frost blooms. The flowers blossom only rarely, and Arthur plainly cherished the moment. But then the stories end so suddenly because she fell off the thing and died. My apologies, her absence pains me, but if this feeling means she's yet with me, and but this feeling means she is yet with me, and that is enough. The Returner Sepulchre has shown us the way. An offering of liquor is sure to calm the spirits once again. Since Kerpuler manages our foodstuffs, he should know how soon the corn liquor can be ready. Let's ask him. Yup. haven't heard of. Kirkarm. Yeah, I think it's Kir. It's probably Kir, because it's hard. It's like Latin hard letter pronunciations. I assume. I actually don't know. I know who would know, but I don't know how to reach out and ask. I also know that it's like 3 distinct syllables. So it's probably Kar Yar, if I'm guessing. Because usually when you have no idea how to pronounce something, it's usually Latin letters, and that means it'll probably sound Norse. But it explains the corn's odd flavor. It was never meant to be eaten. Recently I found a ruined building, and I thought it might have been a kitchen or something like that. But now I'm thinking that's where they made the drink. Thor has given us a gift, truly. We know what to restore next. The golem would help us complete that task much faster, and its testing should hopefully be done by now. We should go check on them. This will actually be my first time seeing a golem with my own eyes. Another experience for which I have Darthorgor to thank. Look at her! Far spirits seemed lighter than ever in Darthorgor. Must be proud. Heard they were testing the golem on the outskirts of Warlar's Echo. You're in for a sight. Best get going before you miss the show. I love this part of MSQ. I have a real problem with the like mega forced hate of Dawn Trail. Because I'm a fucking knowledge nerd, and I really like I really like that we're being told what is going on and how the different cultures function. And I am so annoyed with people being mad about... Okay, that's quick spoiler note for anyone who's listening who don't want any story spoilers. First half of Dawn Trail MSQ. First third, really. People are so mad that Llama Tree doesn't know fucking anything about the peoples she's supposed to rule over. But also, she's never been outside of Tuliol until she goes to until she goes to Charlotte to meet with us. She has never been anywhere. Everything she knows is from her, like, from her town where everything functions as intended. Because she's mega sheltered. And I think that makes sense. Because, like, royalty being weird. You also, like, if you're a person of interest, you kind of have to be careful. But, like, not a single person has thought about this in the Dawn Trail discussions. It's just like another reason to hate on a fairly well written character for what she is. Now, whether you like that character or not, I can't tell you to think either way. But I do think I do think people give her a lot of crap that is unjustified. And even potentially unjustifiable. But yeah, whenever you're introduced to here, they explain all of these, like why these hieroglyphics are glyphs or stonework or whatever the fuck you want to call it. I suddenly forgot what they call them in game. Wait. Was this was before? Okay. Glyphs. They call them glyphs. Which to me is very interesting, because it's everyone who has ever lived. Like, you have to go over here and go tend to, like, a grave and stuff. And there's also one, like, big segment of them all the way up here. And they tell of everyone who has ever existed. And they actually try to keep everyone's memory alive, which I think is really cool as a concept. And that's why you see them everywhere. Everyone is tasked with, like, documenting their own and the remaining stories well, their own story, but also the remaining story of their friends and loved ones, so that everyone is remembered from beginning to end. And I think that is a wonderful way to do it, honestly. Nope. We're missing a rock. Oh, sorry. I just really like how they remember their generations past. I think it's a good thing to do. You seem to recognize our new stony friend. Have you encountered one of these before? You fought them in Yoctel? Why, is there any corner of Tyrol that does not bear your footprints? Well, you know, this golem was apparently used for building, so you need not worry about being attacked. Even if it was moving. And it won't be moving until we have what we need. This is the fresh volunteer I spoke of, and although he was kind enough to bring the golem, it appears something is lacking. If you tell us what it is, perhaps we can help. Something's wrong with the parts that make it move. Tell me, what do you know about golems? Only that they were used long ago. Never had the chance to see them. Never had the chance to see them build Warlar's Echo. I would very much like to hear more about them. However, perhaps even Omega here would learn something new. Very well. I take it even a youngling like you knows that some Yokoi were masters of the stone around us. And although many now know them as machines of war, their original purpose was to shoulder the burden of physical labor. They built our houses and paved the ground beneath our feet. The secrets of stone were passed down through generations, and my forebears were proud of what their knowledge had provided our people. But then we foolishly went to war. The servants we had used for creation were instead outfitted to destroy. The golems were turned into weapons. When peace came again, we looked less cumbersome and dangerous tools. Golems fell into disuse and gathered dust in storehouses. When I heard of your work here, I knew it was a chance to prove their worth once again. I brought this golem all the way here on my own, but the long years haven't been kind to its delicate parts. I think I understand. You require replacements, yes? That's right, and spare parts aren't exactly easy to come by, so we'll have to make them ourselves. If you tell me what you need, I can ask one of our artisans to make them. You must swear not to use them as weapons again. Believe me, I couldn't do that even if you asked. All its armaments have long since ceased to function, and I've not the skill or desire to repair it. My best guess is that the energy transmission components in our golem aren't worn out. To make more, we need parts that aren't highly conductive to magical energies. That should get it moving. You know, I think Warfurtar can help us with this problem. Come, let us see if he can produce the materials we need. Terrifying little machine. Just hanging out in the mist and not doing anything, and still no company actions. Damn. Good news. Fartar was able to use his connections to provide us with highly conductive materials. These should be enough to make components that will enhance the flow of energy through the golem's body. Cannot count on you to craft them. If you need a resupply of materials, just ask for more. Good luck. If we can get that golem walking again, we'll have both the brewery and the altar fully restored in no time. Make a component. Oh. Okay. Great strides. Innovation. Precise touch. Pop. Good stuff. Veneration synthesis. Hey, look at us go. Finished. Can barely wait to see. Fantastic work. Although I expected no less, still to think you could craft a perfect replacement part for a mechanism so ancient. Truly, your imagination astounds me. While you were doing the creative part, we managed to find some stone which should help patch up some of the other wear and tear. Let us return to the keeper. Assuming everything goes to plan, then our long project will be as good as finished. Pop. Damn. They did make a lot of progress. Look at what everyone's hard work has achieved. The golem too was every bit as helpful as we had hoped. The breathless altar is restored at last. Now we only need to wait for the Kirkari Aren't to ferment, and the pact can begin. Until then, there are plenty of odds and ends to wrap up. By the way, would you like to share a drink with me when it's done? Of course, the first batch of Kirkari will be used for the ritual, but I see no harm in a little indulgence afterwards. Nothing is sweeter than the fruits of one's labor, after all. It's fucking fair point. With the restoration of the Kirkari house and the breathless altar, Sigurthe, the open arm, has been restored to its former glory. This is a nice place. Keep assisting far to ensure a successful pact that will restore peace to Urkel. Yes. Reputation honored. Daily quests, 3 additional quests. Okay. Wait, did I not get anything new? Well, that's fucking stupid. Yeah, okay. Oh, it was probably the light. The biggest problem is actually that I am really far behind. So if I'd had all these at Bloodsworn, oh yeah, new patch, new content on Tuesday. I think it has Hildebrand. And more Occult Crescent. The fuck are you on still shoveling snow? Oh. Bop. 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 Yeah. That was one. And then these are just like build. No, I hit the wrong button. Can we still do it? Oh yeah. This was the one I was... Oh. You want one more. I see. Hi, bud. Here's your stuff. I thought they would be bigger. Because they Yokoi talk about how they have like diminished in size over time as their like population collapsed. They kept getting smaller and smaller. You can also see this on like everything they've built. Everything they've built is so fucking huge. Which, understandably, some of that is because it's inspired by like ancient architecture of the region. So like that makes sense. But like the Yokoi was everywhere, and everything they've made is so big. It's so incredibly big. But they do talk about that in the MSQ, that they're like, well, we used to be a lot bigger. Could you imagine? So there's one nerd over here, which like looms over everyone. And he is still considered small for the species. Could you imagine if they existed in the world unsundered? That is also like a general question I have to this, because like if you go to the World Unsundered, there is a lot of mixed match. But everyone is people shaped. There is no tails, no ears. What happened during... Well, this is something I'm curious about. What happened during the sundering that like turned us into different races? I feel like that is something we're probably never gonna get answers to. Gonna queue alliance raids. Oh. Oh. I need a second walk, I think. I need a second walk. This isn't clearing in time. Oh. Dude, I never tried. I just assumed, dude. I never once thought about the fact that maybe we could enter this building. We can, and it's taking cozy in here. Party. What are we doing? Juno, second walk.
Doroghi? Is this meant to be Sandoria? More echoes!
Any mods? Hello? We actually got the second walk. I am so glad we got the second walk. Cause,
Ron 4 is supposed to be a quiet place that sees its fair share of new adventurers. We must fight our way through.
because I need coins.
A burning circle, here. It would appear the land has been altered.
Oh. That's dramatic.
This is all a peak. We must be ready for anything.
Oh, I saw this on a...
You, who have risen above your mortal status. I am Kirin. This surging power I bring to bear!
This is no power I've seen before. But I won't be daunted.
Ooh, I fucked up. They're overlapping too. So it like doubled Mega Sucks.
A comrade is in trouble. Someone heal them.
I was outside of that, dude. Fuck off.
Oh, Guardians Divine, lend me now your might! Oh, sail you, scatter blood upon the wind!
The divine beasts. Have care. A comrade is down. Someone revive them.
No. Brother. Fucking just walk in a direction.
Will you overcome my trial?
This is outside, inside, yeah.
shall reap the rewards for daring to contend with the gods.
Apparently this has like a ton of cool
There is no escape.
Nope.
Know your place. I must thank you, mortals.
Are we alliance?
It seems we've impressed Kirin. Let us keep up the good work.
Good stuff. This is a fun fight. It is. Apparently it has a ton of mechanics that we don't get to see. It has like a cool like lion summon and stuff.
It's Ultima and Omega, and they're attacking those airships.
Ultima and Omega are on a rampage. Who unleashed them?
At this rate, everything will be laid to waste.
The airships are taking heavy damage. We must do something. I'm glad you're safe. Come, let's keep moving.
Old habits die hard. Sweet.
I do not see an easy way back, but I'm sure you can handle things without me.
Frog. Go. Go. Ah, fuck. brother. Oh, hello. Oh gods. Ah. Okay. Sure. I'll just fucking click buttons, dude. Oh, no. We're standing. Okay.
An impressive show. Hurry now. Do not keep me waiting.
93 is pretty good. It's not good enough. I thought I was Schlatts. I would do that, and then I'm gonna click buttons. and then unclick more buttons. Ooh! Bud.
You shall find me at the summit.
Is it fucking first turn that I need then?
Come then, show me what your kind can do. Oh, sublime Estoc! Drink deep of the elements!
I don't actually know where I'm supposed to be.
Once more, shall we?
Well, if you're saying here,
Kneel! Behold the glory of the Zalat! You are naught but insects to be crushed!
I.
Accept your fate! Kneel before Zalatian wisdom and die!
Okay.
This is the power of crystals! Transcendent, sublime. By their might, I pave the path to paradise. I am the will of the crystal. That you should still stand. Very well, then. Careful now. The face of war is ever changing. Tremble!
Oh, I'll dab.
Disappear! sublime Estoc! Drink deep of the elements!
Brother. Oh, that's my soup. Dude, when I first start dying, it's goddamn.
Accept your fate! I thank you for this amusement.
I can't today.
Insolent fool. Why? I am the will of the crystal. How could I be defeated by mere...
Farewell, my little brother. Return to the crystal from which you were born. As for... You have the privilege of walking within the heart of Tulia. Do not disappoint me.
Hello. My alliance chat is incredible.
This world shall belong to the Zealot. Can you escape this, I wonder?
I wasn't the one this time. I just want to point out that I was dead when this was pulled. This time I was, well, I'm still the problem.
Round and round they go.
Oh, I misunderstood the assignment.
Let's try this.
Let's not. Huh? Oh, this one's fun.
My javelin pierces all. Allow me to show you a trick I've learned.
Wait, why are you on that side today? Is it comfier over there?
Have you the strength to find the answers you seek?
correct? I don't know. I'm clicking buttons. My title should just be unprofessional button presser.
I'm well aware of that.
Even chicken. I haven't had chicken in forever.
Nature of my existence. So come, let us finish this.
I discovered the glory of
Make this world ours.
90-10
Time
ground
for games
beef
is over.
for like
Behold
losing
my
me.
true power! I shall forge a more fitting stage for our battle.
Nope, 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 nope.
All pales before our brilliance.
I realized that that was wrong. Do I get bonus points for that?
Perhaps some magic in the mix.
Oh yeah. Easy peasy.
You fought well, but it's time to say goodbye.
Brother. Oh. Whoop.
My javelin pierces all.
Big clown. I'm sure there's a joke in there somewhere. For some reason, chicken is really expensive here. I think it's something to do with
Even in this false flesh, I will not lose to you.
I thought I was safe. I was what the professionals call wrong. Do I have a dot? No.
Let's try this.
Oh, on my way. Oh, I'm frozen in place. No, I'm not. Well, I was. I didn't realize. You can have that. Not a single. Someone jump off the edge. Oh, that's actually kind of brilliant. You jump off the edge and then you waddle all the way through so you can read the thing at your own pace. Oh, that's kind of smart, actually. Just making macaroons again. Verb. Okay. I'll be here. Okay, what do we actually get out of that? We got some aiming gear. We got two pieces. This is actually really cute. Oh, it's actually really good. I like that. Those gloves are nice. Don't know what I'm gonna use them with though. I do want to save all of this though. Okay. It takes away all the weathering. Oh. No. Actually, I don't mind that. It has potential. How does... Just click the die button. Okay, that is already... I see. That's... Oh, it's actually a kind of... I need to clean up here. Okay, so how long has it been? An hour and a half. Nope. Okay, so we're saving this. Okay. Fuck. This is turn 2. Second walk. Sorry. Oh, they're bronze, silver, and gold coins. Duh. So I need a turn 1. First walk and third walk. We kind of need the queue for those. I'm gonna put myself inside again. Can I sit in this chair? Yeah. So I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna take me a short little break. Get up and fucking move around a little and have a stretch and, you know, do break things. Ban the AI thing. Alright, I'm see y'all in just a little bit. Hello? Dude, I keep thinking about that Streamer University lecture. But I don't know how to implement. That's kind of... I feel like that's kind of a problem with playing an MMO. It's not a very... Like, when stuff happens, it doesn't create clippable moments. You know? If you go and look at Final Fantasy short content, like short form, it's all like super highly edited nonsense. Like, okay, in the best way possible. It's like not nonsense in the sense that it's stupid or whatever. There's some fucking incredible short form creators and all of their shit is funny. But it's like it's community memes and not really game content. Also, there's a podcast that exists, which I am really impressed with their work, cause like they record emotes and a themed location shot and everything. And then it's all audio synced. So it'll have like a frame of someone and it'll be like converse, and it's like whatever, this angle or something, and then it'll cut to like a thing from behind or something where you can like see the other people. And there will be like a ton of like yapping emotes and stuff from like a bunch of different angles. And it's all audio synced. And I am so impressed. Because it's shit that I would never have the patience for. And it's all themed. Mind you, everything they do is themed. So, like, every week, there is a new themed glam. They're shooting at a themed location. I'm so impressed. But like I don't know. I keep thinking about what Lud said on the in the streamer university lecture, and I do wanna. He has recut it to like one big dense lecture, so I think I want to watch it again. I don't know, and if someone has any ideas, I don't know how you segment for a game like Final Fantasy. Yeah, sure, you can say that this is I definitely think he's onto something with like thinking about streaming like a recording session. I just nice. I just don't know how you make a clippable moment playing MMOs. It feels very difficult because like usually you're like out here looking at your character like this. I don't know how to apply all the things to all the things. Okay. I have a theory. And I think that it can be a weekly thing. Because there is a channel that pops up for me every now and again that does it's not Final Fantasy related, but it does like this week in VTubing in about 60 seconds. Which is just like who collaborated with who and is like a news segment. So a thought that I had was, what if we pull for a weekly segment, like kind of like a news podcast or whatever, but we do like relevant posts from, I don't know, the forum or fucking Twitter or Reddit or whatever. And then we just pick a topic to be our like main topic. And do like this week in Eorzea 60-second thing for like the headline, and then link back to the long form. I think that we're the only ones logged in, so feel free to use FC chat. Because I still haven't made the link channel. He knows. Okay, I agree with you. Ludlow knows so much about online shit, but he also gives you, in that, if you do decide to watch that that How to Get Lucky University class series, it kind of lays out not only how what you should be doing, but also how you should be doing it, or how you could solve for a thing. And he uses a ton of examples. I think his whole like VOD channel is an interesting thing, because I believe he has his VODs in 2 separate places, including like segments on 2 different channels. So like his main, I'm not sure about this, because he could be taking his VODs off the main channel. But I don't think he does. I think he does the complete VOD on the main channel, because live streams go in their own tab, and they don't spill into the feed anymore, I don't think, unless TV. Because I don't ever see VODs anymore. Unless occasionally on front page recommended. Yeah, I have no idea. Like, obviously, one of the things that makes it work is that I think one of Lud's strongest attributes when it comes to like content creation is that he understood YouTube first. He had like all, I believe, I'm not sure, but I believe he had to some degree gone viral within Smash. One of the most viewed Smash Melee clip series is a Ludwig creation. The Melee Saltiest Moment series, or whatever the fuck it's called. Well, like, he started talking about, like, the network of things that makes his stream run. There's, like, 15 people running that. I am so glad you're contributing to the conversation, dude. Give up. Just look at our crop stores. Mamuk now has choice when it comes to food. Never could have seen this day if not for your help. But we can still do better. More can flourish yet, I just know it. Passionate as always, I see. While I wish I could agree with you, I'm afraid we may be reaching the extent of our crop variation. Currently, this forest restricts us in two ways. One, the meteorite's unique ether, and two, the distinct lack of natural sunlight. Crops that can grow under both these conditions are unfortunately limited. Removing even one of those restrictions would certainly increase our options, assuming such a feat were possible, of course. We've considered how to let sunlight in before, but it's not as easy as felling a tree or two. Yeah, you would think, because, like, it's Charlian who's helping. If only we could reference another locale that cultivates flora in near total darkness. Ooh, I get the... Do I actually get the juice, or... I think Labyrinthos is more interesting. No, we do not get that. It's true that Labyrinthos was built underground, but the sheer amount of resources required for its construction dwarfs what we can afford to do here. Perhaps there is another place we can use as a reference. That's right, when I was in Toliolo, I heard about what happened in Yasulani. They say the dome is rife with lightning energies, and an endless night lingers over the land. Fascinating, and yet they successfully farm there? Yeah. UPA's hello, you see. I have a permit to visit Traktral. Why don't we go and see it for ourselves? Also possess the requisite permissions, so I can join you. If we compare the data of this forest to that of UPA's hello, we may well find a clue relevant to our current conundrum. Well, they're using Electrope, so, you know, it'll be a long journey, so we have the moment to lose. Lead the way. I'm just gonna fax myself there. Oh, I don't have to fax myself here. Why, dude? Also, we're probably done streaming by this time, or like a couple hours earlier on Saturday. So, like, good luck. Saturday stream starts at 2 a.m. Eastern. 4 a.m. Eastern. Sorry. So, you know, good luck. think the sun one's shown so bright here. It's a different sort of darkness than that of the Jaltika Heartland. The lightning aspect of the ether, this dense in the atmosphere, it's little wonder that thick thunderclouds obscure the sky as they do. We probably stand in awe of this place all night, but we have a duty to fulfill. We need to ask the residents here about their farming techniques. We're ready when you are, just lead the way. I kind of want to try a marathon of bullshit on Saturday. I just don't know if I can be bothered to make it work. I also don't know if or how I can make it work either. So coming back to like that content creation conversation I was having by myself like 10 minutes ago. Being able to watch if I can watch party, well, I can watch party. But if I can get the videos out while we're live, we should have the first videos. Because everyone else is at FanFest. So they will have to watch the keynote. So for anyone who's at FanFest, which is like most of the big creators, they will have to watch the keynote, take notes, go back to a hotel or something, and then record. Then they have to match those notes to VOD clips of the live stream. So it'll be a lot of work. If I can bang that out in the 30 minutes between segments, because it doesn't have to be like super edited. Because the people who would click a video like that are already they're already watching the live stream, so this would be for anyone who's like asleep or who's trying to catch up. So if I can cut that out of the stream, get a thumbnail going. We could have that uploaded, or at least beginning to process, by the time the next segment starts. And we're live by like by 4 a.m. because the keynote starts at 4 a.m. Eastern. This is Eastern time. Also made a makeshift screen in the FC house. I showed it off the other day. So for anyone who's awake and wants to watch FanFest, but like also want to hang out together, this will be the first thing we're like officially opening the FC house venue for. Let's have a look around. Okay, do we got any? No lore box. That's kind of disappointing. Cylindrical machine. These towers act as an artificial sun for their plants. Far smaller than what we have in Labyrinthos, but no less effective for the growth of crops. I feel like this is basically what we've done already, though. Well, as you can see, we grow our crops in circles. Reason is simple. This contraption converts lightning aspected energy to create an ideal environment for our crops, from humidity and lighting to temperature and soil quality. Hang on. I've seen you before with Schlatts. She's away on business at the moment, but I'll let her know you dropped by. She'll be sorry to have missed you. "10 minutes of yapping for fucking no answer." Going to ride a mammoth. I don't know where you are or what you're doing. Little farm has caught your fancy. I can hardly blame you. Keeping crops alive in environments such as these is no small feat, if I do say so myself. We use electro equipment to supply our plants with the nutrients and light they require. The key to good gardening is understanding the unique needs of each species, after all. These folks have worked hard to achieve the impossible. All the more inspired to do the same. That said, we'll be nothing but bother if we stand around here. Let's regroup and discuss our next steps. Sure. Oh, so we're back to, are we back to like not naming things? Or I haven't, I don't know what I'm supposed to respond to when I'm talking to you. Okay. I don't remember this segment at all. And then it's like 50% guessing that you actually named the thing or if they named the thing. So, you know, kind of difficult to know what's going on at times. Oh, yeah, yeah. I remember. Now I remember. I'm trying to keep track of shit that I did like fucking 5 years ago. So, you know, the details are a little gone. Oh, it's just that stupid fucking thing at the top. I thought I'd learned a decent amount about the outside world after leaving Mamuk, but I still don't know the half of it, do I? Thanks for guiding us here. This trip was well worth it. Indeed. We can neither develop such infrastructure overnight, nor can we discuss the differences between heritage found and the Jantika heartland. However, the knowledge that aspected ether may be converted into something equivalent to natural light is invaluable. We may not possess this electrope, but perhaps magics can achieve a similar effect. The Bunama are peerless when it comes to magic. Let's head back and ask Gilja. He is probably missing us by now anyway. This is a really, really nice thing. I'm wondering if it's gonna, if MSQ is gonna be like more streamlined in the future, because that's one of the things that Yoshida talked about in the previous keynote. But he just mentioned it and was like, "Again, look, please look forward to it." So I'm wondering if this, that we're just being like sippy zapped from like one place to another, is like a dry run of that concept. Hold on a moment while I fetch Kugiljo. Revolja explained your idea. If you're looking to achieve the impossible with magics, shouldn't you speak with our mightiest practitioner instead? Don't mean the autarch. He's different now. And he wants the best for his gainery, same as anyone. I'm sure he'd help if you asked. But I left. Surely I'm little more than a traitor in his eyes. He's changed his ways, I promise. You were instrumental in freeing Mamuk from the shackles of blessed siblings, so I guess you'd know better than most. Then, if your mind is made up, shall we request an audience? Dude, the blessed siblings, without going into details because it's like an MSQ thing. The Blessed Siblings is probably like one of the darkest things we've had in MSQ ever. Masterful work. Autarch. Just the other day, my wife brought me a sample of from your harvest. I could hardly believe how flavorful it was. Just see, nothing about Xenos is dark. He has one path. And it's like, destroy anything that stands in the way of like having the ultimate fight. No, this is dark. Yeah, the Blessed Siblings lore is dark. And it's all in Dawn Trail. Please look forward to it. Hello. Hope you enjoy whatever you're doing. If not, good luck. Also, I've been good. I didn't cave and buy a bunch of cards in my depressive state of not sleeping last night. Are you proud of me? Thank you. It's an honor to receive such kind words. Here you require Bunma's expertise. Not leaving the house unless absolutely necessary, since it's 30 plus for the last few days and for the next week plus. I am so sorry. Yeah, that was us like the end of last month and like up until a couple of days ago. It was awful. It peaked like, which is high here. I know comparatively it's like whatever. But I think we peaked at like 42. It was awful. Oh, dude, the I have no idea what's happened, but the coffee alert thing that I usually have like above me here is like completely broken. At hotter attempts for the often than not for like 2 weeks. Not cut out for here infrastructure wise. Yeah, been strange this summer. It just keeps getting worse. The biggest problem is honestly here. That the fluctuations are so insane. Like, it was 42 degrees. It was like 32, then like we peaked at 28, and then it was like 34, 36, 42, 17. So this is all Celsius, so like do your own calculations. Then it was like 17 for a day and a half, and then it was like 32 again. But it's like, and like that is also like part of why AC isn't as like common here, because like you'll get this like you'll get these heat waves, but they rarely last longer than 48 hours, and then it's back to like fucking 17 degrees and rain again. And it's also like why so many people fucking perish when we get when we do have heat waves, because the fluctuations are so insane. And maybe you're leaving the house in the morning, and then the day before it was like fucking 17 degrees and rain. So you're leaving for work, and it's like 12 degrees and foggy, and then it clears up and it's 40. So you're like absolutely not prepped for it. Oh, Roven. Heading out or not, I do hope you know that we do appreciate you taking time to come swing by and say hi. Had a thought this week that maybe sleeping shifts during the summer months because her body doesn't want to deal with the heat. I mean, that'd probably be a good idea regardless. Considering you work during the day and she wants to sleep. I'm sure there is a way to align that where you cross at like dinner hours or something. You get like a normal couple's amount of hours together. Dude, it's not just the heat that nukes you. Everyone has been nuking everyone. over the past couple of weeks. Or I'm broken down nukes. No, get nuked, nerd. I haven't figured out how yet, but get nuked, nerd. Yeah. Yeah, that's... Oof. But I get it, though. Like, if you're knocked out in the early afternoon, evening, by, like, the temperature being awful, you're pretty much ready to go at, like, as soon as the light hits your area. Ah. Hello. Oh, I did FanFest prep today. I loaded all the assets. Ooh, nice. So pretty. That's good. I'm glad. As the dining room office needs to have its airflow rebalanced so it's not 10-degree difference between it and the rest of the house. Builders warranty, that's true. So is it 10 degrees worse or 10 degrees better? Could it also be that you're occupying a lot of space, a lot of little space with stuff and people, and there is no exhaust venting? Nah. I just got pictures of that. That is awful. That is actually awful. Also, well, you have windows, you can like just vent the outside. You can active vent the outside. But that back wall, does that? Do we have the floor plan for this house? Yes, let me find it again. While you do that, I'm gonna run through these quests. Yes, we were hoping to create light here with magic, so we can grow an even wider variety of crops. We made a journey to Yoselani by Omega's guidance and studied the agricultural techniques of heritage found. Harsh climate here is constantly obscured. There is constantly obscured by dark clouds, yet by way of special devices, the farmers create artificial sunlight enough to maintain healthy beds of crops. Instead of devices, we thought Bunua magics might achieve something similar. Do you think it's possible, Altark? Weaving illusions into reality is indeed possible for us, but you require more than simple light, no? It is as you say. The light in question must deliver properties necessary for our plant's nutrition and at appropriate levels. Happy to explain in detail if you believe such a feat can be achieved. It can. Magics will require eligible vessels, however, created from material replete with energy. Understood. We'll procure whatever you need. He's cooperating. The Autarch really has changed. Anyway, we need to gather materials for those vessels. The Autarch said rich in energy, so I know just the thing. Bark from trees of living light in Senat Yoyuna. You can't get more concentrated energy than that. So all comes down to you. Bring us what we need for the vessels, and we'll take care of the rest.
Nice.
Oh, it's a link. Shit. You might want to try and vent. I think venting to outside is probably the easiest thing you can do. Oh, there we go. It's pantry to utility. Yeah. So venting to outside is, thanks, is probably the thing. Oh wait, but I think until we figure out better tech layouts, this is as good as my workstation is going to get. Wait, what? Wait, I'm stupid right now. I'm not translating correctly, I think. What? Can I have that in simplified? Discs. Okay, but like the feeling there, that's the biggest one I'm struggling with right now. I'm stupid. Remember, this both is and isn't my first language. So sometimes I struggle a bit. You that well, duh. You're like the one that needs a proper setup. Yeah, that is also like a thing that is I'm curious about. Like, define worse. It's so frustrating, dude, because like some of these holes in the ground aren't connected, and some of them aren't. Let's see the like other things stays messier. Versus a smaller footprint to prevent mess. Your mess. I mean, I get that. But also, you're gonna hurt yourself sitting there in the long run. Okay, I don't believe that for a second, because you work like 1,000 hours in an hour. Yeah, that too. Also, like, not letting everyone just dump their shit on your desk would also probably help. I saw on the old desk. It was like full of everything but your stuff. That's true. Well, like, there was a lot of toys and nonsense on your desk, though. Also, there has to be like a middle ground between like the behemoth you made and like an okay workspace where you can like actually not sit like the legend of old shrimp. Like even if you like fucking kick those kids out as they turn 18, they still need you for a pretty long time after that. If for nothing else, for guidance. It's like you kind of if for not your own sake. I feel like you owe it to your children to make sure that you have some quality workspace that won't like fucking throw out your back and neck and shoulders and ruin your knees and everything. Did you find what we need for the vessels? Yes. Yes, I did. Perfect. This is good concentrated energy. I'll bring it to the Althark and we'll get started right away. Yeah, and that's well and good, but you're not gonna outrun like bad posture forever. And when it does catch up to you, it will just be compounding. Also, fun fact, if you have an honest chiropractor, they will do the adjustment and then they will tell you to come back when it hurts again. A chiropractor who is adjusting you regularly at their like timetable is scamming you. Such remarkable magics these lights illuminate our granary as though it were midday. It is pretty indeed. May have noticed Kokolma's latest edition. I don't know how Revolja and the others found time to prepare a kitchen, but it makes readying our yields for consumption easier than ever. Okay, I'll make some legendary dishes, even one to rival Shebrook people. An admirable dream. A passion like yours, I'm certain it shall come true. We can make a meal, we can share a meal, just like Jaja did on that battlefield to end an endless war. Creating a dish that brings our neighbors to the table again. This is my next hope for Gokgolma. I hope we become living proof that Mamuk has changed for the better. As the Ganery flourishes, so too do Revolja's dreams of the future of his homeland. Whether Mamuk will prove herself capable of restoring relations with the people of Ikbrash, however, remains to be seen. Yeah, if you have to go like fairly often, what you're probably looking for is like physiotherapy. Like something is properly ill-aligned. If you have to keep returning, that should be like a once a year thing. Now, obviously, if it helps anxiety, then like fucking go for it. I've heard both, that it's like worse for you long term, that it doesn't really matter long term. From different doctors. So I don't know. But I have been told several times that one that tells you to come back on like a set schedule is just trying to scam you. And there's probably a different underlying problem. I think if it's super physical, that's probably not best. Interesting tool that only applies a specific amount of force. Pretty cool. Dude, I am so fascinated by like the entire complex that is like the chiropractor industry, because they like fucking made specific tables to make it sound like you're being adjusted. Oh, while I have you here, what kind of material do you need? Yo? know you're thinking. You have to run your animation. I see. There we go. Great question. Yeah, I've been asking myself this for like 2 weeks. Well, honestly, I've been asking myself this for 51 days. No. Oh, inside the house. And then we have to... But yeah, no, as I was saying, as long as it works on the anxiety, that's the most important thing. But if it's for being hurt, then you do not want to overdo it. Okay, so you can go to youtube.com/omega/live and you can scroll back until the thing says Dawn Trail post MSQ quests or like patch things, and then you can like adjust it to 2x speed, and then you go buy yourself a goddamn skip. I have discovered a new pain since I started working out, and it's the topmost abs, I think. They like press weirdly against my ribs, and I'm not a fan. Because I'm still fucking fat. You can see me. I'm still fucking fat enough that I have to like sit somewhat forward. Although it is helping significantly. Like I'm starting to actually notice some changes like physically now. Also, my goddamn shirts are getting big. They're getting very big. So clearly something is happening. Yeah, of course we would get a 2. Julius is great. He is a character I really appreciate that they took time to flesh out. Just playing around is good, dude. This place just... Yeah. And the enemies out there and like... The trials are so good. I thought about it for Evercold that maybe we do side quests at the same time. Missed the game the new tank is coming from. What? What? Yeah, the next two jobs are completely unique to Final Fantasy XIV. For the first time ever. Which is something I'm really hoping that he thinks that, and it's actually a thing from like way before he joined Square Enix. That he just like kind of missed the spin-off thing or something. Oh, that'd make my entire life. Makes it a much harder decision. Don't have Monk? Yes, we do. Oh, wait, he's old. Here. But it's one of the 1.0 jobs, so it was pugilist. I am wondering if... I'm wondering if they're gonna save that and like curveball loss with the ranged DPS. Yeah, but a bunch of the things that aren't included exist under just like the most popular name. I think like I think the most common Final Fantasy job that we actually don't have is jobless, like freelancer. I think that's like the only thing. Yeah, that's like... That's the thing, it's not a job that would work. And we have pretty much everything else that is like common. Or they exist as like limited. A bunch of jobs exist as like simplified versions. Yes. Yes, that does count. Shocked to see Black Mage make it. What do you mean? It's like the most Final Fantasy thing. Oh, that's BLU, or they're short. I mean, it kind of is because it's WHM for White Mage, it's RDM for Red Mage, and it's BLM for Black Mage. And then, like, a year later, Blue Mage came out. And it's also a limited job, so it doesn't have to follow the... No, but you think words in general don't make sense and are optional, so, like... I will take word critique from you with a pinch of salt. Fucking mountain of it. Reminds me, I should play more? Yes. Yes, you should. Might actually hang the TV tonight. Nice. About time, no? Well, there is enough tech in that house to keep everyone entertained, so I'm sure it's fine. Yes, I appreciate that you, for once, don't try to get us both banned. As the topper. Do I bother to go for a walk today? I probably shouldn't I? I kind of fucked up today, because after my post-breakfast workout, I threw all my workout clothes in with the other laundry. which is like fine, because like it was, everything was like soaked from my first workout. But it also means that I don't have any pants to work out in. Oop. Welcome back. How was the baking side quest? Cat sneezed? Okay. They're still in progress. Good luck. Yes. Zero is indeed amazing. Well, well, yeah, other than the fact that Zero lived in the site of Xenos, and then after their planet collapsed. Like, it's a whole thing. Yeah, just like, what is it, like, childhood PTSD, age regression. Well, yes and no. It's just been a hot minute since Zero was a person. Are void scent genderless? Nope. Okay. I don't remember how Zero is addressed. I don't know. I know the Fae of the First. They're exclusively they them. Cause like the Fae in all cultures are genderless. I don't remember. It's probably in the book. If I go looking, it's probably in the third Eorzeal thing. I kind of considered putting the Final Fantasy related books back here. But I can... No, it's not. I'm struggling to keep the shards apart, so yeah. I thought so. Oh, Evercold Realm, it's Final Fantasy 7. We don't technically know that yet, but every FanFest has themed. I'd be very surprised if it isn't 7 with like all the Norse iconography and the FanFest mounts. Because we've only seen mounts and minions. We've only seen mounts and minions from 7 for FanFest. Also, Final Fantasy 13 had a whole ass crossover event that is lost to time, sadly. Final Fantasy 13 had a whole crossover event, lost to time. But yeah, we got a new FanFest specific mount, and it's the remake bike. No, I think it was Realm Reborn. It's just, it's been taken out. It's technically the same music as the other one. Yes. Because it was $25 or $30 at the time for a single seat mount. So they upped the mount speed by 1. But yeah, this was a FanFest thing. The minions are Yuffie and Red 13. Yeah. This is the first FanFest item. Well, it was this, the t-shirts, and Red 13. The current FanFest has a bunch of orchestrion roles. Pulse, a Pulse volume, and Distant Worlds, question mark. Yuffie and other t-shirts. Oh, right. also go over here just to be sure. Nope. 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 There we go. This is the new FanFest shirt. Oh, I'm fucking stupid. I was trying to figure out what the fuck it said. Oh, good luck. Yeah, I'll probably be heading out now as well. If I'm gonna go for a walk, I should probably hop off here. I was trying to figure out what the fuck this said. But it says Cruiserweight Champion, the Arcadian. I don't know, something happens where, like, all of a sudden, the Aorcian alphabet just clicks for me. And it's like, I can't read it, I can't read it, I can't read it, and then, like, boom, I understand. And I don't know why. For midnight, probably a good idea. Oh, also, y'all proud of me for not caving and buying a bunch of cards. I think I did good. Low bar. I'm gonna park myself back here. No, you did that on your own. I can't be blamed for everything that happens in your life, dude. Well, everything that negatively impacts either your wallet or you. Also, my track record says that, like, if I'm to blame for anything, it's usually saving your wallet from an expense. You're usually the one to blame. Wait. Dude, Robin. Okay, real talk. You threatened with the nuke like fucking month and a half ago. And I still jump whenever my phone lights up from a notification, because that means that it's important. Okay, but the conversation was I want to teach them how to play. Good. Yeah, no, I've been like jumping in my chair every time my phone lights up for like 50 days. Or however long it's been. It's been too long. Because usually with you, it's not like a threat takes a long time. Yeah. I've been heckin' worried, dude. Rovan be like, what if I just, you know, drop the entire sun on you and then just disappeared? It has been terrifying. Oh, it's been so awful. Oh. No, not a fan. Okay, I'm gonna head out. I wouldn't trust that for anything. Also, dude, I hate shopping on American sites, because I am not used to like the predatory practices that you all use. And it just it's very nice for my wallet, because it just turns me off from being on the site and I just leave. But like there was something I wanted to find on like Amazon or something. I didn't yeah, I was looking for that prism shock mount. And I had like 3 pop-ups where it's like save 10% on purchases over this many doll hairs. And then I put that away, and then it was like spin the wheel for a new prize. And then I just crossed that out, and then it was like spin the wheel for a chance to get a scratcher so you can maybe get 50% off. What the fuck do you mean? Also, sign up today with your photo ID and phone number for 35% extra. Because now the government knows exactly where you live. What do you mean? I just want to buy a smaller shock mount. Why are you doing this to me? Yeah, no, duh. But like, it's the practice of like okay. A bunch of these things are just like straight up illegal here. You're not allowed to advertise with like a fake expiration date on something. Also, fun fact, if you get like a spinny wheel or whatever, if you reload the page, it thinks you're coming back to the page, so it's upping your chance of getting the better reward. Yeah, but it's the whole, like, fucking order now and guaranteed 55% off your next purchase on the full moon. Exclusively during Friday the 13th. But don't wait. Get an additional 50% off if you pay by credit union. But also get 25% cash back for mail-in, but only if you order your item within the next 25 seconds. All that shit is just illegal here. You're not allowed to advertise like that here. At all. Temu scares me. Because there's been so many people who have, like, hurt themselves or their children or stuff like that. Yes. Yes, they are. Have you seen the Poke Center fucking 300% or whatever the fuck it is? I'm aware, but using Amazon Germany, there is at least some restrictions on like chemicals used in dye and stuff like that, so you don't get the most atrocious products. That you can get through, like, that you can get through Temu if you shop here, which is fucking awful. Yeah. But no, usually if I'm shopping for something, I'm shopping for a name brand thing. I stopped buying the Alibaba bulk junk a long time ago. Yeah, well then they just don't get another. Yeah, but a lot of those things are like, a lot of certain things, specifically clothes, are like mega high risk. Because of like chemicals used in the dye process and stuff like that. But yeah, no, I'm very rarely buying stuff like in general. So if I'm buying a thing, yeah, okay, but everything, literally everything may cause cancer in California. No, we're wasting my time. I'm gonna go for a walk. I'll see you all tomorrow. Good luck. Bye-bye.